All eyes on both of these autonomous periods here in this match. Some absolutely excellent machines on display, and throughout the entire match, it should be a treat. Both of these alliances have either filled a grid or come one game piece away from it. This autonomous, however, not looking like what we have seen from some other matches, really from either side here, but particularly there on blue as they come up shy of both the charge platform balance and a few game pieces that they've scored previously in these playoff rounds. The Red Alliance did have a slight advantage there, but now as drivers take the controls, things start to settle out, and the Blue Alliance at least ties the game up for a minute there as we now race back and forth across the field. This Blue Alliance has completely filled grids both in the quals and here in the playoffs. The Red Alliance was just one cone away in their last match from a full grid. We'll see what they're able to do in this one. The winner moves on to the finals, and the loser of this one will be watching the finals from the stands. Smash and crash in midfield as Bare Metal and the Robo-Totes collide. They do, however, break free of each other with pretty much no drama from then on. Cone in the grasp of the Robo-Totes. They race across the field here for the Red Alliance. Their alliance trails by just 3 points, and they could make that up here with this cone on the middle row. That's good, as is Corvallis' cone right nearby. The Generals, however, placing what ends up being a duplicate cone in a node that already had a cube rather than placing that cone on the middle row as they had hoped. That leads to some of the score difference you see on the board there as the Red Alliance now trails, well, now it's by a bit more, as this Blue Alliance just starts rapidly filling up the grid. There's Skunkworks out of Seattle all the way down the field. They go. Let's see where they decide to place that cone. It looks like it's going to be the bottom row in a node, on the left node, right next to a cube. I think that's within the grid spot, but we'll have to wait and see how our scorers determine that one later in the match. 131 to 123, your score. Blue in the lead here as that foghorn, but steam whistle sounds. And we prep here for our endgame period. Still game pieces going absolutely everywhere for both of these alliances. 6 links scored on red, 8 links scored on blue, and both alliances start making their way to the charge stations. Blue Alliance flipping it over. They're balanced. Red Alliance engaged. Robo-Totes holding on by a thread. And that is it for match 13, our last pre-finals match here of our playoffs at District Champs. Playoffs match number 13 is in the books here at District Championship. Definitely a well-fought match all around. We saw quite a just myriad of game pieces scored, but in the end, moving on to the finals, It'll be your number 1 alliance there in blue. Score 180 blue, 165 red in a completely clean match. And that means we do have our finals bracket sorted out. We'll see those come up here in a bit. But before we go to that, we have to send off our number 5 alliance here. Semifinalists in effect here at Northwest District Champs. That's captained by 955 CV Robotics, joined by their